And last but not least, the bok choy and sesame seeds. Something is not right. It says that this says fat. So the Matrix is really just Whoville. Time to get down to the nitty gritty, the real deal, the real stuff, the unexplained. On this journey, we tried a lot of different noodles. We tried rice cakes, rice noodles, ramen noodles. But who would have known that just because it has noodles, soup, and a meat, that it's not ramen? But that's something we'll talk about later. Until then, it's only right we keep on trying some more ramen. Today we got oodles and not no foodles. And they put them in a pack with a whole bunch of ingredients for us. One thing that draws me to this pack is the color. Look at these noodles. We get to try some new noodles today. I've seen so many different Instagram posts and YouTube posts and X posts or Twitter posts, whatever you want to call it, of these noodles, different mukbangs, but I've never had these noodles. So I'm really excited about today. As y'all already see, we do have a pretty packaging, but we don't know what this pretty packaging says. So I think we're gonna pull out the Google Translator today. All right, y'all, something not right. Something is not right. It says that this says fat. This says flowing soup, large flour. This down here says every radish powder soup. And then this right here says soup with full flavor. And then this says Q is super smooth. I feel like it's, I don't know. I feel like it has a little bit of truth to it, but something ain't right. Something ain't right. See, being that I know what I'm talking about, y'all didn't expect me to pull out that Google Translator. Something is not right. There is fish in the air. Sending me an Asian packet with the wrong writing on it. Like, I don't know what that says. I pulled out Google Translator for y'all, but I know what that really says. And something's not right. Now, before we bring our water to a boil, let's see what's inside this lovely packaging. The packaging's lovely, but are the ingredients lovely? Oh, I think this is bok choy. If I'm not mistaken, this is bok choy. They got a little picture of this thing that looks like a, what's the name of that flower? I think a tulip, bok choy. I had bok choy probably, man, I had bok choy in high school. First and last time I ever had it, and I promise you, that was one of the best vegetables I've ever tasted in my life. It reminded me of just a thicker version of spinach that's more absorbent than spinach. That's really all. Then here we got our noodles, our slay noodles, slide noodles, play noodles, high noodles. Yay. Then we got some type of soy sauce, I take, or oyster sauce, or I don't know, it's kind of watery, so we're gonna go with soy sauce. I feel like we off to a good start. This might be a good one. This might be a good one. I don't know what this is, but to be honest with y'all, I like caterpillar fluids. And then we got some more chili oil. Gotta be careful with this. And last but not least, we got Asian directions that we can't read. Well, being that my Google Translator is broken and I don't know Asian, we got to figure this out with pictures. So the first picture obviously says, take all the packets out. Wait a minute, before I continue, y'all know how when we get stuff in America, there's an English version and then there's a Chinese, I said Chinese. There's an English version, then there's a Spanish version. On here, there's two Asian versions. So y'all thinking maybe one's Japanese and one's Chinese? Because I just learned that ramen originated in China, but it was blown up in Japan. Knowledge for today. So we take the noodles out and we boil them in 500 milliliters of water. I do know that, I see that for sure. But how long? I'm gonna go off what somebody else said. They said, let your noodles boil on high for 5 minutes. And then turn it off. All right, so this is another thing I've always been curious about. Should I add the noodles before the water comes to a boil and let it come to a boil with the noodles in it? Or should I let it come to a boil, then add the noodles? I think this time, being that we've been letting it come to a boil, then adding noodles, this time we're just gonna add the noodles and let it come to a boil with the noodles. Let's see how that works. Would y'all look at these noodles? I tell people there is no possible way in hell that Asia is a real place. Like, this stuff is just too perfect. Let's turn this fire on. It's so perfect. Y'all don't tell nobody that I'm in here telling y'all this. But I learned, can't tell y'all from where, that Asia is really just a simulation that we live in. Y'all think about that. Y'all think about that. So the Matrix is really just Whoville. At this point, guys, I don't know if I'm doing something right or if I'm doing something wrong because my noodles are soft, but they're still white. And I feel like they're supposed to be clear. I don't know. Who would have thought cooking noodles could be so hard? Like, see how things like to do you in life? I want to take it off the water, so now I want to start boiling. Nah, don't start boiling now. It's time to go. Hopefully I cooked them enough. It's been well over 5 minutes. All right, guys, our noodles are done. Y'all want to see how they look? Hold up. I think we might have did something if I can grab this shit. I'm seeing a little clear gap. I see a little clear film. You see it, the little clear outline? I think we did it. I think we did it. These noodles kind of smell like vinegar, but we're not gonna worry about that. Let's taste the noodle and see how we did on our al dente-ness. Feels like a piece of candy on my finger. Chewy, just like a rubber, like a pencil rubber. Don't do that. So now that we have everything out, it just says add everything, I think. And y'all see I didn't make that mistake of keeping all that juice in there today. I took all my juice out. So we don't got no excuses today. If it's nasty, then I'm the problem. Well, if it's nasty, I'm not necessarily the problem per se, but when it comes to the noodles, let me say that. If my noodles are all soggy and squishy, then I'm the problem. And if the meal tastes like water, I'm the problem. I'm gonna show y'all this step by step as we add the different ingredients because I feel like it's just needed for you to see how the colors are flowing with each other right now. So we got our first ingredient, the chili oil. Now we have our second ingredient, caterpillar fluids mixed with peanut butter. Wait a minute. On a serious note, I actually think that that's peanut butter. Let me see, hold up. That is peanut butter, but it's peanut butter mixed with something else. Yeah, I don't recommend anybody to just taste that by itself. Nobody. Now we got our soy sauce. And last but not least, the bok choy and sesame seeds. Now we give everything a good stir. If you ask me, I say things look pretty damn seasoned. Pretty seasoned. I should have known the noodles would go be perfect. Like, come on, y'all think I'm just starting to do this? I told y'all I've been cooking noodles since Master Chef school. I'm really cold with this shit. I do this. I have y'all know I was listed as top noodler of the class. Big dog. Time to get down to the nitty gritty, the real deal, the real stuff, the unexplained, the extraordinary, the suspenseful, the mysterious. Let's get to it. I'm still smelling a whole lot of peanut butter, but it's died down because now I'm smelling more teriyaki, and I love some teriyaki, so that's what I like to smell and hear. I will say, as far as the peanut butter goes, I think that they put the peanut butter in here for balance, but also as a good adhesive. It made everything stick to the noodles so well. It's no way that noodles are sticking because of soy sauce. Yeah, maybe these are good adhesive noodles, because remember we talked about that, but I think the peanut butter helped as well. But I'm about to eat these just like a mukbang person. Hold on, let me set up. Now this don't mean that y'all get to watch me eat. Y'all just get to watch me take my first bite. How she be doing it? Hey, y'all know the Asian woman I'm talking about. She's very pale, small head, small lips. She kind of has like a, I don't know, she has like a teardrop head. She always eats those big dishes of nothing but like, I don't even know how to explain it. It'd be covered in a whole bunch of red stuff. It's a whole lot of stuff that she can keep feeding to her mouth. Like it's long pieces of cucumber, long noodles. Matter of fact, I think she got famous eating those sea urchins or sea creatures that when you pour soy sauce on them, they erect. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know who I'm talking about, but let's get to it. We talking too much. How she do it? How she do it? Hold on. Okay, this is actually really good. Like I told y'all, it's hard to really put my finger on what these things taste like because it's such explosive flavors, and I don't know many flavors yet. All I know is teriyaki, soy sauce, oyster sauce, duck sauce, eel sauce, chili oil, sesame oil. Yeah, I think those are the only flavors or, you know, like ingredients that I actually would be able to put my finger on if I taste them in a dish. Like here, I taste a lot of teriyaki and I barely taste any peanut butter. So now I'm really starting to feel like the peanut butter was used just for an adhesive. But then again, if you think about it, the peanut butter really could have been that good balancing agent because yeah, it tastes like this now in its final form, but what if we didn't add the peanut butter? Y'all know that peanut butter has that sweetness to it. All those ingredients that we added earlier, there was nothing sweet about them. Soy sauce is salty. Vegetables and sesame oil, well, vegetables and sesame seeds, that has no taste, but it's gonna be bland before it actually gives flavor, which I really feel like it takes balance as well. It helps take off the top end of things. And then we also had the oil. I don't know if that was chili oil or sesame oil or what, but most oils usually aren't actually, you know, some oils actually are kind of sweet. They are actually kind of sweet. But in naming all those things and thinking about it, all that stuff really does create balance amongst each other. That's just my opinion though. The peanut butter is sweet. The sesame seeds and the bok choy, if that is bok choy, is bland, has no flavor, but it's bland, it's neutral. Then your soy sauce is salty. And then whatever sauce was inside the peanut butter sauce was it was a little pungent. I don't know what it was, but pungent is a good word for it. And then we had our oil, which is like, sweet, but I feel like it's a sweet balance. Like it's a flat sweet. I don't really know how to explain it. It's more of a flat sweet, but I do like this dish. This is actually a good dish and everything does complement it well. As far as rating goes, I don't think we're there yet. I don't think man, it's been so hard to grab these noodles. Don't get me wrong, I really do enjoy this dish, but if I did have to change something about it, I don't think that I would use as much peanut butter. I just got a bite. Well, let me explain it first and then we'll see. I just took a bite that had a lot of the sauce on it, and the peanut butter did kind of overpower the bite. Like it did, but it didn't. As soon as I ate it, I initially tasted a whole bunch of like tart peanut butter, but then the teriyaki came in and started to smooth things out. I don't know. It's good though. Overall, it is good. Rating wise though, ooh, this is gonna be a hard one. This is gonna be a hard one because I got 3 numbers in my brain right now and I've really been trying to break them down, but it's just so hard for so many different reasons. There's really only one con to this dish. Like I can honestly say that the noodles were good. I did a good job on the noodles, finally. We got us some good noodles. Really do like the consistency of the noodles. I won't really say that they contribute to the dish, but they contribute to the dish because of the consistency, the texture, and I'm not a texture person, but I feel like texture is big when it comes to food. As far as all the ingredients go that were in here, I really did enjoy all the ingredients except for the peanut butter. That's the only thing that I would change, but I didn't dislike the peanut butter. I just thought that there should be less peanut butter. But then in saying that, I kind of feel like the dish could possibly be messed up if there wasn't enough peanut butter, because like I told y'all, the peanut butter is in there for balance and adhesion. Forget the adhesion, balance. And I will say the whole peanut butter in regular entrees thing is not a surprise to me because I've seen it multiple times on TV and on YouTube and stuff like that, but I never understood what it was used for. Like I feel like every food has at least a main purpose or a couple main purposes when they go into a dish as to what they're gonna do for that dish. I don't know what peanut butter's purpose is. I feel like it's balance. I could be wrong, but I feel like it's balance, you know? Overall though, this is actually a hard one. I'm gonna go with a 6. This is how I see it. It's not 50%. I'm not half and half on it. Like it is very good to me. Well, see, it's not very good. It's good. I enjoy the flavors. It has good flavor, but nah, I could finish this. So actually being that I'm gonna finish this, y'all can't watch me eat it. And being that y'all can't watch me eat, I gotta go. And if I gotta go, then you gotta go. So y'all don't forget y'all gills, and if you're in the ocean and you're swimming, then you damn sure shrimp. Ciao now.